done playing with acid and thought I'd play with some more mineral oil. These are friends. They're all true tulips and king's crowns, and they're actually gorgeous. So most of them on the true tulips did not need any acid. I'm going to just start oiling these up. But this was cool to find in there. It's banded, but when you put it with all the others, it actually looks like a true tulip up close. A little horsey and a murex too. So, this one I did dip. All you could really see was the orange on the back, and I was really curious, so I did it really, really quick, and it came out nice. So I'm just going to put a little oil on it. Remember, we don't oil the inside. Oh, and then they're slippery little suckers. The thing you hear in the background is a tumbler. You know, the post where I always pick up sea glass, and the sea glass that will fuck up someone's day. Well, the glass that'll fuck up someone's day, that's what's in there. And Jim and Caitlin had been bringing me so much that I went and I bought a double barrel. I have one up here on the shelf that's not running right now. So while I find plenty of sea glass, actual sea glass, instead of just throwing that away, I would just help it along. And I'm going to fill a lamp with it. We'll see how that one comes out. Oh, I'm sorry, I started this one. Okay. Remember to wear the gloves. Sometimes you don't even need. Okay. But let me show you how nice that one came out. And remember, the oil's going to be absorbed a little, so it's not going to stay that shiny. Here's a really nice big one. She's found. The other side looks perfect. Now it's not. No, I'm just kidding. See the edges? That's really, for me, that's perfect. Okay, this one I'll use a lot. And I'll just actually put it on with the glove lightly. Literally, when I'm finished, I put my hands in a sink like this, and I use the soap detergent, and I wash the gloves. That one looks really nice. I actually do like the way they look once they have absorbed the oil. Has that matte look. Matte with an E. Alright, I don't know too much on here, so I'm actually going to just put it on others. And now I'll just, actually, I need a little bit more. These are probably my favorite gel. And it's funny that I grew up on tulip avenue. Okay. The ones I'm doing basically look like the same as the first one. Their colors are the same. They're all going to look a little peach brownish. I don't like to dip them because I actually like them that color. Our other hobby before moving here full time was motorcycle. My husband used to have a Harley. Got a Fat Boy, if you could believe it. But that was when it used to be Fat Anthony. And my dad, who used to own a wood shop and used to make wooden toys in North Carolina hundreds of years ago, it feels like, had actually made that for my husband from scrap wood from Home Depot. It's actually, it's his motorcycle. So So my dad's been gone since 2007. Yeah, it still sucks. Doesn't get easier. Don't care what you say. Doesn't get easier. Anyway, yeah, that used to hang in our house, and then it was always in the garage because we always hung out in the garage. Anthony was proud to show it. I'm sitting in the back of the garage. I'm just making sure no one is sneaking up on me. This one is a really cool one. Actually, I should have showed you first, of course. But I did dip this one because it was interesting. I was curious to see how much, darn it, I was curious to see how much would come off of the white. And quite honestly, it only came off in a couple of spots that I wasn't going to mess with it because I didn't want to lose those ridges in the acid. So now I'm just going to put on the oil and let's see how it absorbs later, because it really does pop out more color with the oil. I gotta tell you, someone said that they use baby oil. You know, talk about my ignorance. So I told my husband, and he said, well, mineral oil basically is mineral oil with fragrance. But it wasn't that. It was the fact like my shells were gonna smell like baby oil. Like, I don't know. That was kind of weird for me. Oh, this one's coming out really nice. This one was the same thing. This one looked really, really cool. I did a quick dip. This one almost looks purple. You're not going to be able to tell. Oh, I should hold it up that close. Anyway, let that absorb more. That's going to look really nice. That looks like a light purple. Yeah, could you tell that I like shelling? I like the way the shell repaired itself. It's a little tiny. I think my glove might be in the way. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? Anyway. Well, if there's nothing else to talk about. No, I'm just kidding. I could always find things to talk about. I shelled a lot these 2 last months, more than I have ever done, and I have no regrets. My body hates me, but I'm going out again on Thursday and then Tuesday, so that should be a lot of fun. So right now I'm just cleaning shells. You can always hear the golf cart. This one is really, really pretty. Oh, that one. That's like this is really, really pretty. I do think the smaller the true tulips are, the prettier they are. When they're old and they're bigger, they don't have much color and nothing brings it out. I'll tell you, they are huge. Okay. Oh, do you like my apron? It's when I used to live in New Jersey. I started to get wise to it. My shelling family brought me a shirt that said Shelly, yeah, beaches. And we get back to the house and I totally forgot, and I'm putting the stuff in the shells in and it splattered and I got bleach on my shirt. I was so upset. So that was my idiocy. So now I have to remember that I have this and I have to remember to wear it. Especially since I have a new t-shirt on from What the Fin. I get my my sun shirts from them. They're not sun shirts, they're performance shirts. I just like them. And people think it says what the fuck. Okay, this one is a really, really dark one. I did not get that. It's a little wet because of my fingers. So, it a little bit more. Remember, I spread it because I don't want too much on one hole. Excuse me, one shell. This one is, wow, that one's really, really pretty. There's two of them that are like this. Oh, that's pretty. They're gonna lose that shine once the oil absorbs. When the shell is porous, it's gonna absorb into it. And I think that, actually, I think they look more natural. I don't think there's a shell that I don't like cleaning. I love tackling the big ones. That's really good therapy. Except I always end up with a huge black and blue on my right thigh because the point of the pump or whelk is sticking into my leg in the same spot, and I'm just too stupid to think to put something there. But again, you get into the shell and you're not thinking about anything but the shells. That's for me anyway. That's how I decompress. How I don't think about the problems of the world. Oh, here's another dark one. Let me do this one really quick. What's left on here? You know, I have to tell you, this is like really, really random all of a sudden. You know, a lot of you don't know me personally. I have to tell you, the shelling community is just so kind. No one ever, I mean, my account is public, so, you know, I'm an open book for the most part. But no one ever, you know, makes a comment about me, the way I look or anything like that, or why I look like that, or any, you know, because there is so much cruelty online these days that it was just an observation that how, you know, I love the shelling community. Everybody is so nice. And anyone that's not in the shelling community, I haven't come across them as those kind of people, so thank you for that. Anyway, that was just something I thought of. Wow, these are so pretty. Can't wait to show you them afterwards. But then I have to take off the gloves. And then I do want to do these also because I'd like to get them to her on Thursday. But these really, see, look at this one now. It's starting to absorb the oil, and now that line is becoming more and more pronounced in the middle. And there's nothing there, it's just the color. It's really cool. It actually goes here. I'm sorry. And there's a better way to hold it. See it all the way at the bottom? Just go this way. So anyway, so I can share a little bit about myself. Let's see, I'm from Long Island, if you couldn't tell by the accent. I'm from Long Island. I moved to Harrison, New Jersey in 1999. I moved in with my best friend and soulmate. Saw Bruce Springsteen that night. I felt like he personally welcomed me to New Jersey. Got married in 2000. Had a child in 2002. I retired from the insurance industry to raised Sophia, and it was not long actually after 9/11, so it really kind of was a blessing to retire and take care of her and Anthony. Anyhow, fast forward, we moved up into the country in northern New Jersey. Let's see, up in Randolph, really nice area. Didn't make lots of friends, not really my kind of people. I don't know if it was the Harley sticker on the back of the car, or the tattoos, or me lighting up a cigarette after I dropped off Sophia at the stop sign. I'm not sure which three, but I just could not make friends. Long-term friends anyway. So, actually I shouldn't talk while I'm doing this, because it's not my shell, so if I accidentally make a boo-boo. Okay, done. Don't push it. Anyway, things happened, and in 2015 we bought a condo in Naples. Not a seasonal thing, we didn't rent it out or anything, it was just a place for my husband to go to thaw out, literally, to go thaw out. But we fell in love with the area, and we bought a forever home, and we've been down here now full time since 2021. And now I do this full time. I'm blessed enough to be able to do it full time. It's cheaper for me to go on a tour than to buy our own boat or something. But this has become literally my therapy. My therapy for after I had developed Bell's palsy in 2009, February 2009. I looked like Mary Jane, or no, not her, I thought if you go. That's kind of what I looked like. She got shot in the face and popped out the side of her face. Well, anyway, I had only about 75%, no, not even 75%, recovered from Bell's palsy, but I was the 1% that did not fully recover. So, fast forward, August 1, 2010, I have reconstructive surgery. They took a tendon from my left thigh, transplanted it into my face. I have a platinum weight in my left eye. It doesn't fully close, but it works. So that's why I look the way I look. I had to kind of curb the Long Island accent and recondition the way I spoke, so I wouldn't spit on anyone and slur. So I always was very careful to enunciate my words. But give me a drink or two, yeah, the Long Island comes out, even I hear it. Say one word and it comes out. So anyway, after that, in 2011, I went back to work for Diana, my soul sister. I retired from her in 2002. We went through 9/11 together. So 2011, I went back to work for her full time from home. I couldn't get over the technology changes. I couldn't imagine trying to do my job full time from home. But it was. And with that being said, during that time, I was having some health issues. I say issues, health challenges. And in 2013, I was diagnosed, not a stage, it's only diagnosis. 2013, November, I was diagnosed with chronic lymphatic leukemia. And then stage 2 in 2016, and a port was placed, and I had 6 months of chemotherapy, long recovery to build up my immune system again. My white cell count just wasn't getting back up there, and just nervous to get sick, because when I get sick it just seems to take forever to get better. Okay, so I gotta just show you this one. Sorry to interrupt myself. Can you see that one? Oh, you'll see them later after that just has a few more here. Let's see, I'm just coloring these up because that's what's left over here with these. But it looks so pretty. Wait till you see the before and then the after. And again, these are all going to look shiny, but in about 2 days after it's sat and has absorbed the mineral oil, I just think they look so much nicer in a bowl. That one was going to slip. This is just... Forget it. I got it. So anyway, stage 2, 2016. Fast forward, junior, senior in high school, going through all this. This is 2020 now. But while we sat home, we listened to all these commercials about 9/11 victims and how they get this prostate cancer. And I'm not making fun of the thing. It's just, they have its actor portrayed, but the acting is so bad, it's just unbelievable. But anyway, my husband had suggested, we're just sitting there doing nothing. It never occurred to us to file a claim. I don't know why. I don't think at the time he and I realized that this was going to be something I was living. Yeah, we didn't know this was something I was going to be living with for the rest of my life. I guess chronic being the key word, chronic. Lymphatic leukemia. So, 2021, I went back into, we applied and had to jump through hoops. It's not an easy process. I think one thing for me is that I've always been in treatment for cancer from 2013 up until that present moment, up until even now. I have never not been in treatment. Gosh, this is so cool. So I live with this every day. I take chemotherapy drugs now every day for the rest of my life. Like it couldn't be worse than birth control. Every day, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Can't miss them. Secondary side effects, skin cancer. Of course, that runs in my family too. And I live in Florida now full time. So that maybe explains why I'm so ridiculously covered up when I'm shelling. Of course, to prevent that. But just fast forward today, I live an amazingly blessed life. I know where I came from. I don't forget where I came from. And I continue to do what I would like others to do for me. And that's how I live my life. Wow, this one, I'm sorry. I started without telling you that I started on the King's Crown. So I built these bulky gloves. So anyway, I have an amazing daughter who's graduating college this year. She's in film. She actually, boasting a little bit, of course, now. We all have a little proud moments with our kids. Well, first let me tell you, she is a first degree black belt, 11 years. Don't ask me to recommend the school. I can recommend a different school, but I won't recommend those pieces of shit. But anyway, sorry. Oh, this one's cool. This one almost looks albino-ish on one side. that even possible? Sorry, getting off topic. She's done fencing, and right now she does film in school, and she actually did a film in her freshman year, and won first place in directing, and did a 2-week internship, paid internship at Sony in Manhattan. That was really cool experience for her. Unfortunately, it was towards the end of COVID, so she kind of lost a lot of that in-person experience, where she literally was maybe only there 3 times a week. But I got to go see family, so we, this was going to be a paid internship. Well, we had to pay for a hotel, then we might as well go along. So that was before we got 2 cats, of course. But after she graduates, she wants to go up to Boston. That's really it. Life is good. I have an amazing neighborhood. I lived in a different area of I lived in North Naples. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. I did not like it at all. I guess because I don't forget where I come from. That's a big part of it. But I think people who were in my position at one time or another, they definitely forgot it. I don't mesh well with people like that. Let's see, this one is a really nice one. I'm sorry, talking more. We had gone out last week a lot with some friends, older friends, younger friends. We all went on the same boat tour, and one of the gentlemen had found a Junonia, and I was standing there next to the person that he was giving it to. And I just remember the person he was giving it to was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. And I'm standing there like a proud parent that my showing friends are sharing selflessly Junonia shows. It was fantastic. That's the way I love it. Oops. That one's a nice one. I have nothing else to talk about, but this one is really cool. Let's oil this one up, and then we'll leave it off like that. We'll leave it off with this one, because look at the bottom of that one. Can you see that? Let me get a better angle holding that. See that bottom? How cool. Let me oil that one up, and then I'll let you all go. Oh, and I'm also a big pothead, if you didn't know. It's all medical. I didn't have to jump through any hoops down here. I just had to show them my letter. I was certified in New Jersey with medical marijuana back in 2016. Until I moved here full time, I let that card go, and then I applied for it down here. All I had to do was show them my World Trade Center letter and the other thing, and it was pretty easy. But it helps. I'm not gonna lie, for me it helps in so many different ways. Wow, this looks really cool. Let's see. I need to shine it up. Let's see how much over time, if this one actually gets darker. Well, that's it. Okay, and I'll leave it like this. One thing also about me, when God created me, because I do say some inappropriate things at times, when God created me, He just placed the balls a little higher. Happy Monday, everyone.